Hey best friends, are you ready to grow your community in 2024? Well, let's get it started because here are some things that I personally wish I would have known before I spent time scrolling, liking, and doing all of the stuff that I should not have been doing when I was trying to grow my own personal community. And if anybody knows, then y'all better know that I know. So grab your pens, grab your pads, get your laptops out, and let's take some notes. Here's what you need to do to get your community going and growing in 2024. All right, so you have decided to grow your community, and let me just say that is the smartest thing that you can do. Now, before we get started, what is a community? All right, it is your tribe, your people, your folks, the people that you pour into, the people who come to hear what you have to offer, the people that you nurture, but they're also the people that rock with you through good, bad, and ugly. See, I have been an actual branding expert for almost 13 years, and I have a huge community of over 500,000 people who follow myself and the brands that I have built. And if anybody can tell you how to do this, it is me. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to decide what your actual community is going to be based around. Now, what do I mean when I say this? Best friend, think about what your main focus is going to be. Now, one of the mistakes that I see so many entrepreneurs make is that they spend so much time looking at what everybody else is doing and trying to redo that versus saying, this is what I'm good at, this is what I enjoy, and this is what I am going to offer to my community on a consistent basis. Let me just also add, it does not have to be one thing and one thing only, because as we know, people get bored and they need you to mix it up a little bit. So it doesn't have to be one thing. If you take a look at my brand and my social, you will know that it's about beauty and fashion, business and mindset, and I mix some motherhood in there because I am a super mom. So I want you to think about what you want to focus on, what you feel comfortable doing, and what you feel comfortable offering to your community. Now, let me stress this. Do not decide on a niche that's going to drain you. If it's going to take the energy out of you to a point that you're not even going to want to do it, then that is not something you want to choose. For example, don't start a cooking niche if you know that cooking is not something that you do consistently. All right, whatever you decide, baby, we want to be able to do that thing effortlessly. All right, you don't want to be running around like, oh my God, I got to do these videos cooking, this is not my thing. You want to be able to hit that camera, turn it on, and crank out that content with no problem. When we create content that is not truly based around our real lives, it becomes a job. And last time I checked, we were trying to really grow communities and make good content so that we can own our freedom, we can own our time, and we can make money on our own terms. We don't want to feel like we're working a job. This isn't supposed to feel like a job, okay? So decide what you're going to offer. Write those things down right now. Are you going to give the girls fashion? Are you going to give the girls beauty? Are you going to give the girls mindset? Are you doing a family vlog? Whatever it is, let's decide on it now and keep it at that. Y'all got it? What's yours? Comment in the chat and let me know. So the next thing you're gonna have to do is decide on the days that you're gonna do your content. Now, this is easier said than done. I see so many people say, I'm gonna shoot or film my content on Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. And it's like, first of all, let's start with a day and a time that you can actually achieve. Don't try to do it 3 to 4 to 5 days a week, because guess what? It probably won't happen. You all just heard my daughter come in, my dog is barking, running up the steps. Like, especially if you are a mom, let's just be honest, you are gonna have to take one day. I absolutely say if you are a mom, do it in the morning, on a weekend when your kids are still asleep, and that's your time. Or if you work from home, pick a day when your kids are at school and get it done. And if you don't have kids, all right, pick a day that you are going to decide to stay home. Tell your friends, I'm not going out to eat. I'm not going to any functions. I'm not going anywhere. This is my one day dedicated to creating my content to put out to my community. Pick it and stick to it. Now, let me stress this. Another thing that you want to make sure you do is batch create your content. When I initially started growing my community, I felt like I had to just do everything one by one. Baby, change clothes, take 2 to 3 outfits, put them on, pop in and out, shoot your content, and keep it going. All right, let me say that one more time. You can do 2 to 3 to 4 different videos in one day. Change the shirt, change the pants, do a different look, get it all done. It's called batch creating your content, and you can 100% do that, all right? And simplify it, schedule it, and enjoy your life. Now, when I first started, I had no idea that I needed to be creating my content this way. And I would sit there and I would try to record on Monday, and then try to record on Tuesday, and then try to record on Wednesday, and it would just burn me out. But then I decided that I would pick one day a week. Just so y'all know, my day is Thursday. These are the days that I'm shooting my content and I'm getting it done. I've already done a video prior to this today, and this is like my second video. So I'm not just telling you all to do it, I do it as well. So pick your day and stick to it, all right? The next thing you wanna do is you want to pick how consistent you are gonna be with your posting. Now, this can get interesting because initially, when we're motivated, when we're excited, when we're pumped, and we have these goals, we always say we're gonna post 1, 2, 3 pieces of content a day. And then as 6 months goes by, or a year goes by, 2 years goes by, time goes by, what you start to see is people slowly but surely decrease their posting. Now, I can tell you that the person who is more consistent is the person who is going to win. If you go check out my Instagram page, I have put out over 10,000 pieces of content. Let me say that one more time. 10,000. That is not for the week. That is a lot of consistency. That is a lot of just put it out there and let it go. Some of it did good, some of it flopped, some of it got watched, some of it did not. But guess what? I did not have time to focus on it. I just put it out and I closed my eyes, right? And I keep on going. Now I want you to decide how often you're gonna do this on whatever platform you're gonna do it on, okay? Is it gonna be 1 post a day, 2 posts a day, 3 posts a day? If you're going to choose this schedule, the key is you sticking to it and you batching that content using whatever app that you need to use or AI technology to upload it, pre-post it on your behalf. Because guess what, guys? We are in this new tech state where you can really do a whole lot with AI and technology, all right? You do not have to do a lot of work hands-on because there are so many apps that will literally schedule your content, push it out there for you, and so forth, okay? So decide. Now, the next thing that you are gonna have to do is you're gonna have to decide what platform you're gonna play close. I know you all want to be everywhere, doing all the things. It is important because one of the most important things about growing your community is getting the visibility. It's people being able to see you on different platforms, and that's cool, but I wanna make this promise to you. If you pick one platform and you post on it every day for 1 year straight, it could possibly change your life forever. I want you to decide. Are you going to post on Instagram? Are you posting here on YouTube? Are you posting on TikTok? Are you gonna be a Facebook girl? Whatever it is, I want you to decide which one you are gonna primarily focus on and make sure you post on that one every single day. Now, here's the disclaimer. I did not tell you not to post on any of the other platforms. Do the others as you can. But the one that you told me you were focusing on, the one that you told me that you were dating, like that main one, I want you to focus on that one every single day for at least 1 year. And if you really trying to get to this bag and you're really trying to grow your community, then I want you to post at least 1 to 3 times on that platform a day, because you're just starting and you need to hit people at different times based on when they are logging onto these apps. You may have an early morning crew, you may have an afternoon crew, you may have an evening crew, okay? I know friends who are multimillionaires of mine, and they do a graveyard shift. They post one piece of business and super salesy content talking about who they are and what they do late at night. It's like their late night infomercial post that converts while people are scrolling late at night trying to figure out what they're going to do with their lives in the future, okay? So pick it, decide, stay consistent with it, load that content up, and keep going. Now, the part about growing your community that many people don't think about is whatever type of content that you are putting out there, baby, it needs to be good, all right? It doesn't need to be regurgitated BS. It needs to be good value to other people. And I know that we are really focused on getting in check, and we're just kind of throwing the noodles on the cabinets to see what sticks, but we need to make sure it's information that is truly going to help people. Now, why is this important? Because we forget that we are consumers as well. And what I've realized is we often look at everything else that we are consuming, and we don't realize that we need to take a moment and say, why am I consuming this? Why is this so interesting to me? Why do I keep going back to this person's channel, right? Why am I sharing this person's content? What do I like about this that's making me share it, that's making me comment with it, that's making me engage with it? Like, what is it doing for me? And what I want you all to do, here's your assignment, is I want you to write down the last 3 to 5 videos that you've shared. You shared it with someone, a piece of content that you share with a friend, and then write those down and ask yourself, why did you share that content? What do you like about that content? And what is it about that person or that creator that you follow and that you're sharing with other people that you really like about them? Is it their authenticity? Is it their consistency? Is it their vibes? Do you like the way they look? Whatever it is, I want you to write it down. And then I want you to apply that to the type of content that you are going to share with your audience as well. Now, what I was saying was you want to make sure that you are providing people with meat and potatoes. And when I say meat and potatoes, I mean, don't just try to stretch out the content. Don't try to stretch out your YouTube videos to make them long so you can monetize them. Give people real information that can truly help them, okay? So what is it that makes your content valuable? And another thing that I always tell my mentees is that you want to ask yourself, would I share this with someone? What would I do with this piece of content if I saw it? This is how we grade, and y'all know I do grades, so get this down pat, all right? You get a D if they like it, all right? You get a C if they comment on it, okay? You get a B if they like it and they commented on it, but you get an A if they like, comment, and they share it with a friend. If you don't see that thing being shared out, it means it was good, but it wasn't great. The goal is for you to create content that is great. This is going to be super important when it comes to growing your community and using your online content to do that, all right? Last but not least, you wanna make sure that you are collaborating with others in this season. And I'm not talking about people who you don't know like that, or you don't see the value in their content. You want to look for creators or people who are building a community that have value add for your community as well. Think about people where you can help them and they can help you. You can add some value to their community and they can add some value to your community as well. Find a way for you all to collaborate, whether it's a shared piece of content, a shared piece of video, a YouTube video together. You all can do a meetup, whatever, Zoom, virtual. Find a creative way for you all to get together and bring a little pizzazz to your communities together, all right? These are your top ways to grow your community in 2024. Of course, I will be back with more. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and share this video right here. Also, if you all are not following me on Instagram, come on over, all right? Ronnie Brown, R-O-N-N-E, Brown like the color. Make sure you hit that follow button. Send me a message if you have watched this video. You guys, I also have one of the top 100 podcasts on entrepreneurship in the United States of America. If y'all gotta listen to my podcast, then what are you doing, all right? The Girl CEO podcast is on all podcast platforms. Make sure you tune in, and I'll see you guys back soon. Bye.